What's up, y'all? I'm Fast Track. I'm the... You know what? Cut the music! Cut the music! Look at what you've done, America. Look at what you've done! Donald Trump. The freaking annoying orange with a toupee. The oversized oompa-loompa. The male version of Snooki. Oh, this cotton-headed Niggy Muggins. This man of the people who don't like turbans or Latinos or, you know. This white bread dude is now the leader of our nation. In case you're wondering, I'm pissed! I am pissed! So, for all of you terrible, terrible people who has made this decision and helped this guy to become one of the only James Bond villains to succeed, my God, I thought Lex Luthor from the Superman animated series was diabolical in politics, but this, my God, this is even worse because it's real life! So, I'm gonna do what the NWA do, but instead of directing it to police department, I am directing it to all you Trump supporters. Take it in. You deserve it. I hope you're happy. Especially you, Dad! Anyway, we have a reaction. Hulk versus Doomsday. Music play. So, yeah, we have the Hulk versus Doomsday in a death battle. Marvel versus DC. And in case you're wondering, yes, I've already seen the Hillary versus Donald Trump DBX thingy. It was alright. The animation could have been better, but yeah. So anyway, we got Hulk, the strongest man alive and angriest, versus Doomsday, the beast that killed Superman. Now, this is the beast that killed Superman, so I have a feeling that Doomsday is going to win. On top of that, this season for Death Battle, DC has been running the races. I mean, Joker, Flash, yeah, I have a good feeling about Doomsday. I wish it was a Hulk, but yeah, I have a feeling Doomsday is going to win. The beast that killed Superman. And I don't think we're going to be installing any kryptonite in this. So, look, I am really tired. Sorry for my lack of enthusiasm, except for the earlier part, but, okay, you know what? I need this. I really, really do need this. I've been needing some excitement because I am tired, I am pissed. All I want to do is see two people beat each other up. Not in politics, but with their fists. And these two monstrous jocks are the only thing that counts. So, please, just this once, let some light shine on this day, November 9th. One of the darkest days of my life. And that's saying a lot. Now, I have a feeling for Doomsday. If the Hulk wins, that's alright too. But please, Death Battle, ScrewAttack, get your facts right. Remember the Tracer versus Scout. I was passive-aggressive on that, but still. So, without further ado, Hulk versus Doomsday, the Death Battle. And to all of you Trump supporters who are still watching this, I I admire your courage. Let's begin! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gay out.
Before we get into the episode, I have something very important to tell you. Our new game, Super Rad Ray Gun, just launched on
Super
Steam
Rad
for
Ray
PC
Gun
back in Linux.
for Steam.
With over 20 unique levels, 3 modes of play, and tongue-in-cheek story of 1980s politics, it's a whole lot of value for just $9.99.
Politics. Funny you should mention that
Give
because...
you the soundtrack featuring music from Phantom NK and Bubble Pipe Media for free. Click
Phantom
the link in the
NK.
description after the video and get your copy today.
Isn't alright. Death. Back to...
Pure, unadulterated rage. Usually, in a stressful situation, you'd want to avoid this sort of emotion in order to keep yourself focused.
Unless you're a giant rampaging pile of muscles, like these two.
Dr.
Yeah.
Bruce Banner, the Incredible Hulk.
And Doomsday, the monster who killed Superman.
I said that!
I'm boasting.
Luferigno!
To analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Oh. Anger. I feel so much rage right now. This was appropriate.
Raging fury, and this suits no one better than the mild-mannered scientist.
I need a drink.
Bruce Banner.
Cause when Bruce gets
I'm not
angry,
old enough for alcohol,
oh boy,
so this is the best I
you wouldn't
got.
like him when he's angry.
Dr. Robert Bruce Banner may have grown up with few friends, but what
His
he
first
lacked
name
in
is Robert?
popularity, he made up tenfold with his intellect. However, in spite of his gifts, it was never enough to earn the respect and love of his father.
Partly because Bruce was so smart that his alcoholic dad literally thought he was a monster and expressed that to Bruce pretty thoroughly.
He's a witch.
God
Oh!
damn! How much distance do you think
I
you
thought
got?
my dad was cruel.
9, 10 feet?
Man, with an arm like that, he could really go places. Like the nut house after he murdered his wife right in front of Bruce.
Yikes!
Aw.
Understandably traumatized, Bruce coped by creating an imaginary friend to talk to.
You know, I
Bruce.
had an imaginary friend once.
Boy, respect.
What was his name?
Dad.
Oh. Well, Bruce's
Yikes.
friend served as an emotional outlet all the way through his college graduation. However, his advice to Bruce was oftentimes destructive.
Oh,
when the
that
US
looks
military
disturbing.
recruited Bruce to make weapons, it was actually kind of fitting.
Bruce was tasked with developing a gamma bomb, which would use gamma radiation to
Not a
target
dick.
enemy weapons and buildings without endangering human lives.
Okay.
At least that's what Bruce was told.
Surprise, surprise, gamma radiation is actually pretty fucking harmful. And when it came time to test the bomb and some dumb kid decided to play his harmonica right in the test zone,
What?
his assistant
Harmonica?
just stopped the countdown and dashed off to save him. But turns
Oh my
out
God,
his
is this
assistant was a
60s
Russian spy who
animation?
set off the bomb anyway.
On
What was their
this
budget? $1?
strange day, Bruce's imaginary friend became a real-life terror as he transformed into the Incredible Hulk.
Aw, yeah. That's the fury I feel. Hey, Donald Trump just won presidency.
Really?
Are you angry?
Apparently. Ever since, whenever he's angry, Bruce's body and mind morphs into that of the Hulk's, granting him unmeasurable power.
While he loses
Oh, that is
Bruce's
beautiful.
brain power, the Hulk is ridiculously strong. He can leap great distances, survive the harshest environments, and most importantly, smash the crap out of everything with his bare fists.
He also knows
yeah.
a technique known as the thunderclap, which creates a shockwave that can deafen foes, level forests, and push back explosions.
As if he needed anything
Nice.
more than that, the Hulk has a healing factor that gives Wolverines a run for his money.
You're healing. You should be dead.
He's super
Oh, that is
strong
nice.
and super hard to kill. What's not to like?
Well, there's one.
You must have a
little
really
detail that
big,
kind of ruins the whole experience.
you know.
Bruce can't really control the Hulk. In fact, the Hulk is his own being, and they both hate each other, vying for dominance over Bruce's body. And yet, Bruce and the Hulk are often reminded how much they depend on each other for survival.
Bruce figured if he
One
was
has
stuck
brain,
with his
one
big
has
green
brawn.
Goliath forever, he might as well try using it for good. Eventually joining the Avengers, the
Avengers.
the Fantastic
Avengers.
Four, and even
Fantastic
the
Four.
Illuminati.
Hulk has held up
What?
a 150
Illuminati?
ton mountain, escaped Earth's gravitational pull with a single jump.
And one time when a planet's tectonic plates started splitting apart, Threatening to shatter the whole world, he just jumped right in there and pulled the planet back together.
The estimated average mass of a
Nice.
single lithospheric plate is nearly 45 quintillion tons, and the Hulk pulled 2 of these together with nothing but his bare hands.
And he's not just strong and tough. He's
Destroy
more than
asteroid
twice as
twice
fast as a fighter
per
jet, which puts him
Regenerate
over
half his
5
body.
speeds at least, and he can always
Destroyed
go
a
faster
planet.
if he's pissed off enough.
This is because the Savage Hulk's strength is directly related to his anger. The angrier he gets, the more powerful he becomes. In
Makes
theory,
sense.
This means his maximum level of strength is potentially infinite. And when he taps into that immeasurable rage to the fullest, he truly lives up to his name of Worldbreaker.
Bigger, stronger, and oozing with gamma radiation, the Worldbreaker Hulk is so powerful, with a single stomp he created earthquakes felt hundreds of miles away. In his battle with Sentry, basically Marvel Superman, they almost destroyed New York. And when battling another Worldbreaker Hulk, a single collision between them obliterated an entire planet.
Even
Which
using
planet?
Darwin's power, which specifically adapts to counter any enemy, decided that the best defense against the Hulk was to be somewhere else.
Holy who could even stand up to this madness?
Yikes.
Not many, obviously. Typically, Bruce does his best to contain and limit the Hulk's power. In fact, Worldbreaker Hulk is a result of Bruce relinquishing that control entirely. In terms of combat, usually only cosmic beings like Silver Surfer or Zeus have the might to challenge the Hulk.
Oh yeah.
Silver
Like
Surfer?
that
He's
one time
skinny.
Bruce hit him so hard, it burned out his healing factor.
But even gods sometimes have to learn the hard way. You do not
Yes!
mess
Please!
with incredible.
I need this! Please do it! Please!
Dull creature, and I will not be bullied by that.
Oh, how I wish that was Trump! Oh, how I wish that was Trump!
Puny god.
Oh! Thank you!
What if
ScrewAttack.
all you had ever known was hatred and aggression, violence and pain? This life is reality for
YouTube comments, Doomsday.
YouTube comments.
The Doomsday.
Yes, yeah.
thousands of years ago, on an uninhabitable prehistoric
The ultimate
planet,
life
would
form.
one day be
Where have I heard that before?
A scientist named Bertrand
Huggability
invented
level.
and engineered
That of a
the
cactus.
ultimate life form.
Yep, it's another one of those stories, but with one hell of a twist.
See, at this time, Krypton was a harsh wasteland filled with nothing but sharp rocks, poisonous air, and violent predators.
Bertrand
Yikes!
believed that if he could
I
create
wouldn't hug
something
that.
that could live through that, they could survive just about anywhere.
To realize this theory, Bertrand acquired an infant from somewhere, and through a rapidly accelerated evolution process, attempted to transform him into his dream creation.
Oh, don't try to dance around it, Wiz. Bertrand put that little sucker into a baby cannon, blasted him into the wild.
Baby
deep
cannon?
by any number of things, sucked up what was left of him with a vacuum cleaner, and just cloned a new one out of the mess to do it all over again.
Well, yeah.
That
The idea
sounds
being each new clone
like
would be
bad
stronger
parroting.
than the one before, thus covering millions of years of evolution in just a few decades.
That doesn't sound like science.
No, it doesn't.
So, baby
after
murder?
30 straight years of baby murder, one of the clones
Huh.
finally survived the test.
Yeah.
Amazed by his own success, Bertrand named this baby the Ultimate.
The ultimate baby.
But to the rest of the universe, he was their Doomsday.
Doom! 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 Doom!
Wiz,
Go home.
reloading as it
No,
is,
don't kill a deer!
Baby cannon was a good idea.
Successful as Bertrand's experiment was, it was anything but a good idea. Turns out, while Doomsday usually appears to be a mindless beast, he remembered every single time Bertrand had him killed. As a
Oh!
result, Doomsday had been
Man, you were
unintentionally
screwed.
programmed at a genetic level to hate everything that lives.
Bummer. Needless to say, Bertrand was
Wow.
pretty screwed.
Because even with 30 years of development, Bertrand had never
You
quite
cannot
figured
kill
out
your
what
father.
to do if his experiment
Too bad.
actually worked. Because Bertrand is the worst.
I mean,
Didn't think ahead.
He didn't do what he set out to do. He made an 8'10" monster that doesn't need to eat, breathe, or have internal organs to live. It just kills and kills and kills some more.
Doomsday possesses enormous
Murder,
strength,
murder,
incredible
murder.
durability,
No ice cream.
poisonous spikes which can extend. But due to Bertrand's experiments, Doomsday's greatest power of all is his ability to adapt to his opponent's powers.
After taking his sweet revenge, Doomsday stowed away on a supply ship and ravaged dozens of planets.
Is he
until
naked?
He finally found himself on Earth.
On that
Uh-oh.
day, Doomsday did the unthinkable. On that day, Doomsday killed Superman. Well, kind of. He actually put him into a super sleep. After several days, he kind of woke up more powerful.
Yeah.
Well,
we all
blah,
know
blah,
Wiz.
blah. Whatever.
At least Soups took Doomsday down with him. Or maybe not. Turns out, whenever Doomsday dies, he just comes back to life, forever immune to whatever killed him in the first place.
Adaptability.
He's been punched to death by Superman, blasted apart by the Radiant's energy, brutally ripped in half, incinerated by Imperiex, and just curb stomped by a Kryptonian horde.
Practically
Yikes.
invulnerable at this point, Doomsday's taken on Darkseid, tanking his Omega Beams and beating him to near death.
Darkseid?
He single-handedly defeated most of the Justice League and took on an energy attack that wiped out a fifth of a planet.
He's punched through the Phantom Zone, battled super beings called
Survived a
dogs
1
for
million
century,
nuke equivalent
and
explosion.
even broken Wonder Woman's arms strong enough to help pull the Earth.
And during his rematch with the Man of Steel, after witnessing Doomsday survive an explosion equivalent to 1 million nukes,
Yikes.
Superman realized that the only way to stop him was to send him to the end of time.
At his most powerful,
Whoa.
Doomsday's mere presence
End
can
of
boil
time?
the ocean and disintegrate buildings. A casual stroll across Africa made wildebeest an endangered species just by walking around. But
Just
with
by
his guns and
walking?
strength, he really lacks it.
Is he like...
Not that he's dumb, he just literally lacks a brain. More often than not, Doomsday is little more than a one-track mind-killing machine. This makes his
Yes, he is.
intentions predictable, and a clever opponent could use this to, say, lead him into a trap. And should that foe come up with a new way to hurt Doomsday, he could be killed.
Still,
But come back.
pretty goddamn hard to do.
How long does it take for him to come back? A year? 2 years? A day? Oh. Oh! 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 I was going to say I wish that was Trump, but then again, that was Superman, so,
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
But first, Wiz won't stop talking about this thing, so he wants to tell you about it.
As a man of science, I analyze everything from the car I drive to the razor that shaves my face. I only use a razor I've scientifically proven to be of both quality and value. I use Harry's. Thanks to their factory in Germany, Harry's produces quality razors at half the price. Just $2 a blade.
Well,
Harry's
it is Movember,
razor offers a softer,
so I'll need
flat-edged
something to
trimmer
style
blade,
it.
textured handle for control, and a lubricating strip to help.
I am a
smooth
man,
skin.
so I relate
But if you're
to
like me,
this.
you'll want to try it for yourself. Harry's is so confident in their razor, they'll send you a trial set absolutely free when you subscribe. Just pay $3 for shipping. And as a viewer of Death Battle, you can get a free bottle of post-shave balm, which soothes and relieves skin after shaving. and
Not
helps
balm.
reduce redness. Just enter the code DeathBattle at checkout.
Maybe I can
So
use
head
it to
on over
shave off Donald
Harrys.com by
Trump's
clicking the link in the
Trump's
description below
toupee.
to get your free trial set and post-shave balm. Just remember, use the code DeathBattle at checkout.
But
Right now, it's time for a death battle! Alright, I'm sorry, but I'm rooting for Doomsday. Okay, this is even worse than Season 1 of RWBY animation for the background characters. He has a ponytail and Wilhelm scream! Avengers. What, no Bruce Banner beforehand transforming?
Hulk smash, ugly fake Hulk.
Ugly fake Hulk. Run away! So is Doomsday just gonna keep on grunting like a caveman? And why does Doomsday have a ponytail? Aw, I missed the bus. Ooh. Did he just say Doom? Okay. Alright, Hulk, what you gonna do? My car! Hey. Oh boy, it's time for the car punching gloves. Oh.
Oh, thank you.
Hulk hates everybody.
Hulk hates spiky beard.
Hulk hates spiky beard. Does Doomsday even have ears? Oh, he does have ears. Oh! Punched him so hard it broke the fourth wall. He ain't down yet. What?
You break buildings good, but Hulk break walls.
Hulk break worlds. Oh! And they've already leveled the city. So many innocent people dead. Hey, can you take this fight to Washington, D.C.? There's a certain oompa-loompa that needs to get stomped. Oh! Now that's dirty play. Oh, that's disgusting! Oh, he just became Wolverine. Oh. The Hulk just turned into a cactus. Oh, there's blood all over, green blood all over the place. You're doomed. Oh. When did he become Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat? Yikes.
Oh, that was beautiful.
With the Hulk's immeasurable power and Doomsday's impossible immortality, this truly felt like a fight between an unstoppable force and an immovable object.
Hulk may have had the advantage in raw strength, at least at his full potential, but Doomsday could certainly hold his ground. His victories against the likes of Superman and Darkseid prove he can take
Superman
it from someone
and
strong enough to
Darkseid.
break planets.
And by experience, Doomsday had the speed advantage. He regularly fights foes with light speed capabilities, while that kind of speed is an extreme rarity in the Marvel Universe. In fact, the only foe that fast who Hulk's ever seemed to keep pace with in a one-on-one match was Sentry, and that was when he was at his most powerful stage, Worldbreaker Hulk.
So overall, Hulk had strength and Doomsday had speed, but neither completely outclassed the other. At first glance, this one looked like it could go either way.
Which means the devil's in the very tiny details.
So why couldn't the Hulk's infinite strength just keep rising and eventually overwhelm Doomsday?
Well, even assuming Hulk's strength was infinite, his healing factor was not. Don't get me wrong, he can only be overtaxed by hits from absurdly powerful beings such as Zeus or Sentry, whom Doomsday certainly compares.
Naturally,
Doomsday.
Doomsday's crazy strength and speed started wearing that healing factor down.
Here's where it gets a bit tricky. The Hulk may
Yikes.
look like a giant green monster, but he's still technically human, and his power directly correlates with his anger.
Technically, yeah.
His anger stems from an increase in hormones and adrenaline in the body. However, the
Hormones.
brain can only produce these chemicals
Gainy.
at such a rate for a limited time, eventually giving up and turning apathetic. Therefore, Hulk's limitless power could never have existed without his healing factor. It's the key. It allowed his body to continue producing hormones and adrenaline far beyond the norm, theoretically an endless supply, thus increasing his superhuman power to an immeasurable degree.
Yes.
So, Doomsday overtaxing his healing factor meant the Hulk could no longer maintain his increasing rage and Hulk form.
And if you're still skeptical, that's why there's a bunch of times in comics when a huge impact forced the Hulk to turn back into Bruce Banner, including that battle between World
So,
War Hulk
too
and
much
Sentry.
pain
With his
equals
healing power
not
up
enough
and down,
anger.
He literally couldn't keep himself angry enough to stay in Hulk mode.
I love science, but there's still one more thing.
Science.
Thanks to his battles with Superman and other Kryptonians, Doomsday has evolved to a point where it's basically impossible to kill him with brute force alone.
so Hulk couldn't have killed him by just getting angry enough to punch harder than Doomsday ever felt.
Precisely. Here's the proof. Superman and Doomsday eventually had a rematch, in which Superman was much more powerful than their first battle. As we discussed before, Superman's power is also potentially limitless by way of continually absorbing
Yes,
story.
we've seen Superman v.
And at this point in the
Goku.
story, he'd begun to discover that.
But try as he might, despite his increased power, Supes couldn't kill Doomsday with blunt force a second time.
Not permanently.
Ultimately, Doomsday's immunity to being ripped, impaled, incinerated, blasted with energy, and being beaten by blunt force from both focused and multiple sources means Hulk just didn't have the options available to take Doomsday out before his healing factor was overtaxed.
On this day,
Yikes.
Hulk met his doom. Doomsday.
The winner is Doomsday.
Okay, what's next? Something interesting.
Next time
Please cheer me up. I am really pissed. Ronos. What?
Boomstick, and next up we've got Zoro from One Piece. Stick
Oh, yeah.
to find out who he's going to be fighting. Wanna watch
Meet
Battle
old
of the Big
Zoro.
Three?
He's just like a samurai.
The Xbox One and Apple
Yes,
TV.
I remember that
But super important,
song from
we just launched a brand new video game. It's Super Rad Ray Gun. Link in the description. Click it. Check
Super
it out.
Rad Ray Gun. Is that it? Well, at least I was right. And they did a good analysis on both Hulk and Doomsday, so to where we don't feel like we've been cheated, even though I did root for Doomsday. So yeah, that was an interesting death battle. They could have at least took it to Washington, D.C., you know. Or maybe Texas, Montana, Florida, I heard Pennsylvania, Ohio. Yeah. But yeah, this was great. Oh, this was beautiful, beautiful violence. Oh, it's like everything I've ever dreamed. What is it, Rocco? I'm trying to do a video here. I'm trying to say my thoughts of how I knew that DC was on a winning streak, especially with Doomsday in the battle, and that, oh my god. So apparently the only way to defeat, not kill, but to defeat Doomsday was to take him to the end of time! And as for the Hulk, well, while his rage... Okay, so, in order to limit his strength, they have to limit his rage. And to limit his rage, they have to limit his healing factor. And to limit his healing factor, he just got to get hurt a lot. So, the more hurt he was, in extremes, the less angry he can get, and the less angry he can get, the less he can tap into his strength, which gave Doomsday the upper hand, seeing as how he was already built, adapting immunities to every single possible way to kill him from the past. Oh boy. But yeah, this was something. Now, if this was the form of Doomsday that came before he first fought Superman, then maybe, just maybe, Hulk would have won this. But still, this was amazing. The only thing is, I wish I had saw the entire planet, or at least, like, a good chunk of the planet get blown up. But, yeah, we got Superman v. Goku for that. I'm surprised I didn't mention it. So yeah, this was an amazing death battle. And as for the next one, I have absolutely no interest in it. Now, a death battle I am hoping to see, other than Clinton versus Trump, is most definitely Aang from Avatar The Last Airbender versus Korra from Avatar The Legend of Korra. Seriously, that would be an awesome death battle. Death battle, I know you're watching this, get on it! With that said, I'm Fast Track. I'm the best man in pajama who ever stood in front of the camera. And all I have to say is, to all of you Trump supporters, and to you, Donald Trump,